Good morning students. Today class we will discuss further chemical reactions of alcohol and phenols. So first reaction today we will discuss esterification. In esterification, when any alcohol and phenols react with carboxylic acid or any anhydride acyl halide, they form ester. So if we write any carboxylic acid react with alcohol or phenol, in presence of concentrate sulfuric acid, its convert corresponding ester. And release water molecule. This one is a simple reaction generalization, and this esterification we already studied in 10th class also, when carboxylic acid react with alcohol. But now alcohol as well as phenols, aliphatic and aromatic alcohol, when react with carboxylic acid in presence of acid, they form ester, and this reaction is reversible. Which bond is dissociate in this? Alcohol OH bond dissociate and carboxylic acid OH bond dissociate, and they form water molecule. After formation of water, we have to remove this water time to time to shift the reaction towards product side, because this reaction occurs according to Le-Chatelier's principle in 11th class. If we change any factors that affect equilibrium, then equilibrium shift opposite direction. If we remove this product, either ester or water, then reaction shift towards product side. Another generalization we can explain by anhydride. Anhydride, how can you write? We can write like in this way. This is a acid anhydride. Students, in your book this is written like RCO whole twice O, like this, RCO and RCO whole twice O. It's represent like this. When react with alcohol or phenol, we can write R, maybe same or different, R dash. You can write here R dash to differentiate, to identify. So this bond is dissociate, and we get corresponding ester. This reaction is also reversible, and in presence of sulfuric acid, concentrate sulfuric acid. We want to shift the reaction product side, then we have to remove either carboxylic acid or that ester. Another reagent we can write here, esterification, acyl halide. In acyl halide, RCOX, acyl halide plus react with alcohol or phenol, its convert. In this acyl halide, the product is halogen and HX, means removal of HX. So removal of HX means a hydrogen halide, that is acid. So its medium required pyridine. pyridine a base, and the product is ester. Plus HX. To remove this hydrogen halide, we need a base, because many times questions asked in the exam as a reasoning question. In esterification, when we take acyl halide, what is the role of pyridine? Pyridine facilitates the reaction towards product side because it removes the hydrogen halide by making salt formation. And what is the role of concentrate sulfuric acid in this reaction? When carboxylic acid and anhydride react, then this is a strong dehydrating agent. It's remove water and it's facilitate the reaction towards product side. So this general we can represent what is esterification. In 10th class students, we only discuss this when carboxylic acid react with alcohol. But in generalization, we can represent when a carboxylic acid react with alcohol or a phenol or any anhydride or acyl halide. In presence of either concentrate sulfuric acid or in presence of base, so they convert corresponding ester, as well as we get different products, either water, carboxylic acid or hydrogen halide as a product. In detailed mechanism, we will discuss in next chapter aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid. First, which bond is dissociate? In this alcohol, OH bond is dissociate. All the reactions OH bond dissociate, and carboxylic acid, this carbon over carboxylic acid bond, acyl halide bond is dissociate. Now we want convert salicylic acid into aspirin. So first, these are common name. We want write here IUPAC name and their structure. Salicylic acid, a compound that known as 2-hydroxybenzoic acid, like benzoic acid 2-hydroxy, means 1, 2, we will start numbering from carboxylic acid side. So its name is 2-hydroxy. Benzoic acid, IUPAC name, and its common name is famous known as salicylic acid. And we want to convert it into aspirin, a important medicine, by esterification reaction. So in industrial application, we use generally anhydride to get better product. Anhydride we can take like such type anhydride. Anhydride can be written in this way also. This anhydride, normally common anhydride we use, known as acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride. We can write this acetic anhydride in this way also. CH3CO whole twice O. In presence of acid, this reactions we know reversible. This type acid, concentrate sulfuric acid. So the reagent is dissociate and introduce of this group, CH3CO group, and reaction in phenol occurs from this bond. So the product is we can write as a carboxylic acid and alcohol, this group. This one is aspirin, a medicine. So what its IUPAC name? IUPAC names how can we write? Because this main compound is a carboxylic acid. So this has a, we can write here as acetoxy group. So its name is 2-acetoxy benzoic acid. 2-acetoxy benzoic acid is known as aspirin, a very important medicine. This medicine to remove pain killer and it's reduce fever also. And the patient has heart attack problem, that medicine also used for heart attack patient. So if you want to convert, then other product is acetic acid. In this reaction, other product is acetic acid. Sometimes question comes, why this reaction is reversible? What happened? You have to remove ester. Actually, this compound is a ester. So we have to remove this ester or carboxylic acid, means acetic acid, to get the more product, shift towards product side according to Le Chatelier principle. What is this principle? If we change any factors that affect equilibrium, then equilibrium shift opposite direction. So we have to remove the product to shift the reaction towards product side. This reaction name is known as acetylation. Acetylation means introduce acetyl group in the compound. Introduction of acetyl group. So this reaction esterification as well as acetylation, when phenol react with acetic anhydride in presence of sulfuric acid, we get 2-acetoxy benzoic acid, or its name is acetyl salicylic acid. Its name is acetyl salicylic acid. Now students, we will discuss those reactions: bond dissociate, bond cleavage, carbon oxygen bond. First reaction with hydrogen halide of alcohol. This reaction, students, in earlier chapter haloarine and haloalkane chapter, we already studied how can you prepare different alkyl halide from alcohols. So if you have primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, then we get the product slightly in different times: primary, secondary and tertiary, 3 different alcohol, and when they react with HCl, generally we take HCl in presence of zinc chloride. This reagent, students, we know Lucas reagent. This reagent is very useful to distinguish primary, secondary, tertiary alcohol. It can distinguish primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol by this reaction. So at first we understand what is the reagent. Lucas reagent means concentrate HCl and zinc chloride. That substance known as Lucas reagent, when it's react with alcohol, it's convert corresponding chlorides. If the alcohol is tertiary, the reactions very fast. In presence of Lucas reagent, if the alcohol is tertiary, then reactions we get the product immediately. And we found turbidity in the reaction, means this bond is dissociate, OH bond dissociate, and HCl easily, the product is chloride immediately. When Lucas reagent, means concentrate HCl and zinc chloride react with secondary alcohol, then this reaction take some time, means after 5 minutes we get turbidity. After 5 minutes it's convert corresponding chloride and water formation. The role of zinc chloride, it's abstract the water, means this act as a anhydrous zinc chloride. We use in this anhydrous zinc chloride to absorb the water. If the alcohol is primary, then this reaction occurs only after heating. We have to heat the substrate and it's converted into corresponding chloride after heating. So this one is distinction. If the alcohol is tertiary, we get turbidity immediately. Turbidity means whiteness. And if the alcohol is secondary, it's get after 5 minutes. And if the alcohol is primary, then after heating we get turbidity. So easily can distinguish primary, secondary, tertiary alcohol. Reason behind this reaction, we know the stability order. 3-degree carbocation is most stable, then secondary less stable, primary is least stable. So the stability order of carbocation according to the reaction occurs, and this one is very important reaction, and this reaction actually nucleophilic substitution reaction. A more reactive nucleophile substitute other nucleophile. Reaction with phosphorus trihalides. When alcohol react with phosphorus trihalide PX3, acts either chloride or bromide, then what we get in this reaction? This reaction in earlier chapter also discussed, preparation of alkyl halide. In this reaction, ROH means carbon oxygen bond dissociate, and we get corresponding alkyl halide plus phosphorus acid as 3PO3. When alcohol react with any phosphorus halides, we get corresponding alkyl halide and phosphorus acid. The halogen is either chloride or bromide. If we balance the reaction, then we can write like this way, 3 alkyl halide. Another reaction of phosphorus halide, PCl5. In this reaction also carbon oxygen bond dissociate, and we get alkyl chloride. The other reagent is POCl3, a specific reagent, and HCl, phosphoryl chloride, phosphoryl chloride. So students, in these two reactions you notice in first reaction we get phosphorus acid, and second reactions we get, if the chloride is, the halide is chloride, then phosphoryl chloride. So these two reactions from phosphorus, halide, trihalide and pentahalide. In other last chapter we already discussed, if we want chloride from alcohol, then we take a suitable reagent, that is thionyl chloride, SOCl2. In this reaction also carbon oxygen bond dissociate, and we get the product is alkyl chloride, and other one is sulfur dioxide and HCl. These two product also gaseous product. So this reaction is best reaction to preparation of alkyl halide from alcohols, because in this we get pure product. Other two product are gaseous product, and reaction easily favorable. Preparation of alcohol into halides, we select thionyl chloride. The reagent is thionyl chloride. Next reaction is dehydration. Dehydration means removal of water. D means remove, hydration means water. Removal of water from alcohol, and by these reactions we convert alcohol into alkene. So we will explain by one example this reaction. We take example, that is simple alcohol, ethanol. In this ethanol, if we use the reagent concentrate sulfuric acid act as a dehydrating agent, and we want to remove water. This carbon oxygen bond dissociate and nearby carbon hydrogen bond dissociate, and they get, and we convert this compound into corresponding alkene, means ethene, simplest ethene. This reaction required temperature 443 Kelvin temperature required to remove water and concentrate sulfuric acid. If the alcohol is secondary or tertiary, this alcohol is primary alcohol. So we required more adverse condition. If the alcohol is secondary or tertiary, then reaction medium is slightly slower. If we take example of secondary alcohol like this, propane 2-ol, this one secondary alcohol. So reaction we can use concentrate 85% concentration, and in place of sulfuric acid we can use phosphoric acid. We can use phosphoric acid only 85%, and temperature also slightly reduced, that given in your NCERT book 440 Kelvin, means temperature almost same, but acid concentration slightly reduced 85, and it's remove OH and H, and we get the alkene like this. Propene. If the alcohol is tertiary, then further reaction medium also decrease. If the alcohol is like this, tertiary butyl alcohol, means tertiary alcohol. Then this reaction medium further reduce and the reaction are reversible. The reaction is reversible. In this we need only 15% phosphoric acid. If the tertiary alcohol, then reaction very faster speed, removal of water molecule, and we get the product is like this. Phosphoric acid and temperature also lower one, that given in your NCERT book at page number 331. In this 20%, 15 to 20% phosphoric acid and temperature is given 358 Kelvin. So what are the reason? This reaction known as dehydration, when the alcohol react with concentrate sulfuric acid or phosphoric acid. If the alcohol is primary, then required more adverse condition, secondary and tertiary, then the reaction is easier. So the reason is 3-degree carbocation, we know more stable, the reaction favored towards carbocation mechanism. So due to the stability of carbocation stability, we know 3-degree carbocation most stable due to plus I and hyperconjugation effect, so that the reaction favored lower condition. Now we will discuss the detailed mechanism of dehydration, and by this method we get alkene. By which rule? According to Saint-Joseph rule. Saint-Joseph rule we earlier discussed, when any alkene formation, then that alkene is major product, that is more branching. If any alcohol has more possibility of the hydrogen, beta hydrogen, that easily can remove and we get more branched alkene, major product. Mechanism of dehydration. So we can explain the dehydration process. First step, protonation. Protonation of alcohol. In this, we can explain by one example. Ethanol. In first step, in presence of acid, it's we know alcohol has 2 lone pair of electron, means on oxygen, so its proton is attached. This one is a fast step. Protonation of alcohol is a fast step. First step. Due to this, oxygen is positively charged, so this bond, electron attract towards carbon oxygen bond, and this bond in second step dissociate. So in second step, what happen? Formation of a carbocation. Formation of carbocation. It's take some time to dissociate of the bond, take some time. So this step is slow step. So we can write again. Removal of water, slow step. Second step is slow step. By this method we get ethyl as a carbocation. Particular example of this. Third step again, removal of proton or elimination of proton, we can say deprotonation. In third step, elimination of proton. Elimination of proton, removal of proton, and the ethyl cation nearby carbon, hydrogen remove out as a proton, and that is slightly fast step. We get alkene, means ethene. Proton is removed out. In third step again we get the proton. First step protonation of alcohol, and third step also we get proton. So this reaction is continuous going on. We required very small amount of acid in this dehydration of alcohol, and by this method we get pure alkene. This is one example, ethanol convert into ethene. In this way you can write any other alcohol mechanism. So it is very important mechanism. In alcohol, two mechanisms we discussed. First one, formation of alcohol, means hydration of alkene, and other one, dehydration of alcohols. So students, learn this mechanism carefully, write 2-3 times, then you can easily write in our exam. Next reaction we will explain oxidation. Oxidation of alcohol. Most important this reaction, students. We know oxidation required some oxidizing agent. So if we write a general alcohol like this ROH, then by using a oxidizing agent, alcohol further oxidation change into corresponding aldehyde, and after that further oxidation it's convert into corresponding carboxylic acid. This general reaction, if we can represent like this, a carbon means alcohol, if we write like this RCH2OH, then we get RCHO, further it change into carboxylic acid. In this reaction number of carbon remaining same, and it's required some oxidizing agent. If the reagent is strong oxidizing agent, if used in this reaction strong oxidizing agent like potassium permanganate or dichromate, potassium dichromate. These reagents are very strong and they can use either in alkaline or acidified medium. Means generally potassium permanganate used in alkaline medium and potassium dichromate used in both acidic as well as basic medium. So we get alcohol convert into carboxylic acid as a main product. Why? Because it's strong oxidizing agent. The reaction convert from alcohol into carboxylic acid. This reagent means aldehyde. If you want to the aldehyde, then we have to take weak oxidizing agent. Weak oxidizing agent means like chromium trioxide, that is anhydrous. It should be anhydrous. moisture free chromium trioxide or chromic anhydride, then this alcohol convert into corresponding aldehyde. But if you want that is carboxylic acid, we have to take either strong oxidizing agent. A better reagent to formation of aldehyde known as PCC. PCC. What is PCC? PCC full name is pyridinium. Pyridinium chlorochromate. Chlorochromate. In pyridinium chlorochromate, 3 salts we take. First one is pyridine. Pyridine is a base like this. This compound is pyridine, similar to benzene, means like aromatic system, heterocyclic. Pyridine can be write C5H5N. It acts as a base, pyridine. Other one reagent in this, chromium trioxide. Chromium trioxide or chromic anhydride. Other one, third reagent, HCl. When we combine these 3 reagents, pyridine, chromium trioxide and HCl, then they form a salt. How can they make? Pyridine acts as a base and this one is acid. So they form a salt like this. Pyridinium. Abstract the proton and it is positively charged. Pyridinium CrO3 Cl minus. This one is PCC structure. Pyridinium chlorochromate. This reagent can use as oxidizing agent from alcohol into aldehyde. So this reagent is very useful. This do not affect the double bond in alcohol. For example, if I write like such type alcohol, in this compound double bond is situated and we use PCC, so it's do not affect this double bond, it oxidize only alcohol. This oxidize into alcohol into aldehyde and the product is RCH double bond CH and then next aldehyde. We can write like this. So PCC means pyridinium chlorochromate, a suitable reagent to stop the reaction up to aldehyde. If we take the alcohol is secondary, then we get different product. If the alcohol is secondary, then what happen? This one is a secondary alcohol and when we use the reagent alone chromium trioxide, then what happen? This we get ketone. So by this reaction, if the alcohol is secondary or 2 degree, by oxidation reaction we get ketones. And normally ketones are stable, they do not further oxidize so easily. But if we use potassium permanganate or dichromate, that is strong oxidizing agent, this further can dissociate and we get mixtures of carboxylic acid. And that carboxylic acid have lesser number of carbon atom than parent alcohol. So formation of the ketones we need secondary alcohol, formation of aldehyde we need primary alcohol, and this reaction known as oxidation. Sometimes this reaction known as dehydrogenation also. Dehydrogenation. It means in this reaction ultimately hydrogen is removed out, hydrogen is released out. In this reaction, OH and H, two bonds are dissociate. So this reaction name is dehydrogenation also, because in this hydrogen is removed out. Now summarize in oxidation reaction. If alcohol is primary and we use strong oxidizing agent like potassium permanganate, then the ultimately product is carboxylic acid, but number of carbon atom remaining same. If we use the alcohol is secondary and use the strong oxidizing agent like CrO3 or potassium permanganate, normally we get first ketone. First we get ketone. If the high temperature, then what happen? Further potassium permanganate and slightly high temperature. Then what happen? Different bonds are dissociate. We get mixtures of carboxylic acid. If this R is different, we get mixtures of carboxylic acid. Number of carbon atom is lesser, like that. If R and R dash, we get lesser number of carbon atom. If 5 carbon, then you get 4 carbon, 3 carbon, 2 carbon. If the alcohol is tertiary alcohol do not oxidize by potassium permanganate. It is do not oxidize normally, but at high temperature, very high temperature, then it dissociates at anywhere and we get mixtures of carboxylic acid. Mixtures of carboxylic acid, but lesser number of carbon atom. Lesser number of carbon atom. This means if 5 carbon, 6 carbon, then you get 2 carbon, 3 carbon, 4 carbon. Anywhere the bond is dissociated at very high temperature. So in this reaction we can conclude primary alcohol number of carbon remaining same. Secondary alcohol it's convert first change into ketone, further at high elevated temperature its form also mixer, but lesser number of carbon atom. Lesser carbon atom. And tertiary do not normally oxidize, but at high temperature it's also dissociate change into corresponding carboxylic acid. So now a new reaction that also we explain in presence of catalytic oxidation, means in presence of metal and high temperature. Now primary alcohol when pass over this gas on presence of copper and 573 Kelvin temperature, then we get aldehyde. If the alcohol is secondary, in presence of copper metal, 573 Kelvin temperature, then we get ketone. So in this reaction what happen? Remove out hydrogen, means this is dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation means removal of hydrogen gas. D means remove out. Remove out. What? Hydrogen. Dehydrogenation. If the alcohol is primary, then we get aldehyde. and if the alcohol secondary, then it's converted into ketone. If the alcohol is tertiary, then dehydration reaction occurs. That is removal of water, because in this tertiary, this reaction generally not happen, but at presence of copper and 573 Kelvin high temperature, then dehydration means removal of water. So we get the product is alkene. Alkene. So this one is difference. If the alcohol is primary, we get aldehyde, secondary, then ketone, tertiary, then alkene. So this reaction also we can use for distinction of different type alcohol, primary, secondary, tertiary, and in presence of copper metal and 573 Kelvin as a temperature. So in this way, students, today we finish the chemical reaction of alcohol. In tomorrow class, we will discuss chemical reactions of phenols. If you have any problem, then write in comment box, like and subscribe, share the needy student. Thank you. Have a nice day.